Hey, stop scrolling for just 1 second. If you are a green card holder in the United States, something big just changed. And if you miss this, it could cost you thousands of dollars. I'm not joking. Here's the thing. Most green card holders have no idea this is even happening. And by the time they find out, it's already too late. So stay with me till the end of this video, because I'm going to break this down in the simplest way possible. No confusing legal language, no government jargon, just plain simple English, like we're sitting at a coffee table talking, okay? Let's go. So, here's what's going on. Starting March 2026, the Trump administration has rolled out new rules. And one of the biggest changes? Green card holders, also known as lawful permanent residents, may no longer qualify for SBA loans. Yes, SBA loans. The Small Business Administration loans that thousands of immigrants have used for years to start businesses, grow their shops, fund their dreams. That door, it might be closing. But wait, before you panic, let me explain what exactly is happening, who it affects, and what you can actually do about it. Because there's more to this story than the headlines are telling you. Imagine this: you came to America, you worked hard, you got your green card, you saved money. You had this dream, maybe a small restaurant, a trucking business, a salon, a grocery store, and you walked into an SBA program thinking, hey, I'm a permanent resident, I've paid taxes, I qualify. And for years, that was true. But now, under these new rules, the government is reshaping who counts as eligible for federal financial programs, and green card holders are caught right in the middle. That's the pain point here. It's not just about a loan. It's about years of planning, years of saving, years of dreaming, suddenly getting a wall in front of them. And here's what makes it even more confusing. What is an SBA loan? Okay, real quick, but in case you're new to this term, SBA stands for Small Business Administration. It's a U.S. government agency that helps small business owners get loans from banks. Think of it like this. You want to borrow money from a bank, but the bank is nervous. What if you don't pay back? So the SBA comes in and says, don't worry, bank, we've got your back. That guarantee makes banks more comfortable giving loans to small business owners. Lower interest rates, easier approvals, more flexible terms. It's been a lifeline for millions of small business owners across America, including a lot of immigrants who built their lives here. So you can imagine why this change is hitting so many families so hard. But here's the part that nobody is talking about clearly. The new rule. What exactly changed? So what did Trump's administration actually change? Here's the simple version. The new policy direction is focused on limiting federal benefits and financial programs, including SBA-backed loans, to U.S. citizens only, or to applicants who meet stricter eligibility criteria. Green card holders, under these revised guidelines, are being flagged as potentially ineligible for certain SBA loan programs. Now, this does not mean every single SBA product is gone overnight, but it does mean that going forward, starting March 2026, many green card holders who walk into an SBA program could face rejections, delays, or additional documentation requirements they didn't face before. And here's the part that really matters. This connects directly to something bigger happening in immigration policy overall. I already made a full video on Trump's broader green card rule changes. You can find it on the end screen or click the I button above. Seriously, watch that one too, because these two things are connected. But right now, let's keep going. Because here's what I really want you to understand. It's not just about whether you can get the loan. It's about what happens to your plans, your business, your family's future, if that option disappears. And there are things you can do right now. Let me show you in part 2. Who is most affected? All right, let's talk about who this hits the hardest. If you're a green card holder who was planning to apply for an SBA 7A loan to start a business, was already in the middle of an SBA loan application, was counting on SBA microloans to grow your small shop, or you were helping a family member who is a green card holder navigate this process, then yes, this directly affects you or someone you love. And the frustrating part? A lot of people don't even find out until they're sitting in front of a loan officer and get told, sorry, you don't qualify anymore. That moment, after months of paperwork, planning, hope, is devastating. So the earlier you know, the better you can prepare. And preparing means understanding your options. What can you do? Okay, this is the part most videos skip. They tell you the bad news and leave. I'm not doing that. Let me give you real practical steps. Step 1, check your specific loan type. Not all SBA programs are being cut off at the same time. Some programs may still have flexibility depending on the lender and your specific situation. So before you assume the worst, call your local SBA office or visit sba.gov and check the current eligibility requirements for your specific loan type. Step 2, talk to a business attorney or an immigration-aware financial advisor. I know that sounds expensive, but many nonprofit organizations offer free consultations for small business owners. Look for SCORE mentors in your area. Look for small business development centers, also known as SBDCs. These are free government-backed resources available all across the country. Step 3, explore alternative funding. Here's the good news. SBA loans are not the only way to fund a small business in America. There are CDFI loans, community development financial institutions. There are microloan programs through nonprofit lenders. There are state-level small business grants that do not have the same federal eligibility restrictions. There are credit unions that offer small business products with more flexible criteria. The door on one side might be getting smaller, but there are other doors you might not even know exist yet. Step 4, document everything now. If you are currently in the middle of an SBA application, do not stop. Get every document in order. Your tax returns, your business plan, your financial statements, your green card and immigration documents. Because even if rules are changing, applications that were submitted or started before March 2026 cutoff dates may still be processed under the old guidelines in certain cases, but only if your paperwork is complete and submitted. Look, I understand how heavy this feels. You didn't leave your home country, your comfort zone, and everything familiar just to constantly worry about policy shifts, visa bulletins, or sudden rule changes. You came to America with a vision. You came to build a stable future, to create opportunities that maybe weren't possible before, to give your children access to better schools, safer neighborhoods, and bigger dreams. You came here to prove something to yourself, to your parents, to everyone who believed in you. So when a policy changes or a new immigration rule is announced, it doesn't just feel like paperwork. It feels personal. It feels like the system is moving the goalposts after you've already been playing by the rules. It can feel like the ground beneath you is shifting, creating uncertainty about your job, your status, and your long-term future. But here's what you need to hold on to right now. Information is power. Panic happens when people are caught off guard. Strategy happens when people are informed. The fact that you're here, actively watching, learning, and staying updated means you're not behind. You're ahead. Most people ignore updates until they receive a notice, a delay, or bad news. By then, options are limited. You, on the other hand, are choosing awareness. And awareness gives you time. Time to plan, time to prepare documents, time to consult professionals, time to adjust your strategy if needed. Finding out now instead of later can make all the difference. You are not powerless in this situation. The very act of staying informed puts you in a stronger position than you realize. And now, you can act. For full transparency and accuracy, I've added the official government sources in the video description so you can review the exact language yourself. These include direct links to U.S. Small Business Administration, SBA Gov, and U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS.gov, where the updated eligibility requirements, policy memos, and procedural changes are published. Immigration and federal loan rules can shift quickly, and headlines don't always tell the full story. That's why I strongly encourage you to go beyond summaries, read the official announcements, check the policy updates, and understand how the wording applies to your specific situation. Don't rely solely on my breakdown, verify it. Take a few minutes to review the primary sources, compare them with your current status, and stay informed. If you notice a newer update, a clarification, or something that impacts the community differently, share it in the comments. This channel is built on informed discussion, not speculation. We fact check, we cross reference, and we help each other stay ahead. That's how we protect ourselves and make smarter decisions together. Hey, real quick before you go, I'd genuinely love to know, which city are you watching from right now? Drop your city in the comments below. I'm always curious where this community is tuning in from. Whether you're in Houston, New York, Chicago, Dallas, California, or somewhere totally unexpected, go ahead and say hi. It's powerful to see how many green card holders, immigrants, and professionals across the country are following these updates together. This isn't just a channel, it's a nationwide community staying informed and ahead of changes that could impact their future. And if this video helped you better understand what's happening, take 1 second and hit the like button. It might seem small, but it genuinely makes a difference. When you like the video, YouTube pushes it to more people who need this information. More visibility means more green card holders and skilled workers find out what's coming before it's too late. And if you want clear, simple updates like this, without confusing legal jargon, without fear-mongering headlines, just straight, honest breakdowns of what actually matters, make sure you're subscribed and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Subscribe to the channel. I post regularly, and I always try to explain things like, we're just two people talking. No fluff, no panic, just facts you can actually use. Okay, before you click away, there's something important you need to understand. The SBA loan change we just discussed, that's not the full story. It's only one small piece of a much larger wave of policy shifts expected in 2026. Behind the scenes, lawmakers are reviewing multiple immigration-related frameworks that could directly impact green card holders across the United States. We're not just talking about business lending rules. We're talking about structural updates that may influence how permanent residents maintain status, qualify for naturalization, and navigate federal compliance requirements in the coming years. And it goes even deeper. Some of these upcoming changes could affect your timeline toward U.S. citizenship, your ability to sponsor certain family members, and even eligibility standards for specific public or federal benefits you may already be using. In other words, this isn't just a financial adjustment. It could reshape long-term planning for thousands of lawful permanent residents. I'm preparing a full, detailed breakdown covering every major 2026 policy development you need to watch. Trust me, you do not want to be caught off guard. Make sure you're subscribed and notifications are turned on so you're alerted the moment that analysis goes live. Because the next video might be even more important than this one. Stay informed, stay ready, and I'll see you in the next one.